What's up, my friends, and welcome to 30 Days of Yoga Camp. It's day 11, and this is a good one. The mantra today is, I release. Let's get started. All right, let's begin flat on our backs. Take a second to get settled in. The hard part is over, okay? Getting here, starting the video, and getting to this moment, hardest part. So, take a second to just get settled in, point and flex the feet. Find your breath. Then reach the arms up and overhead. Big breath in here. Go ahead and stay soft in the fingers and toes for now. Big breath in. Big breath out. Great. Float the fingertips down. And then you decide what feels best. Palms face up or palms face down here. And then you can take your eyes off the video here. Close your eyes. Tuck the chin into the chest and lengthen through the back of the neck. Begin to deepen your breath. And as we start to get this conversation going with the breath today, we bring our attention to the affirmation or the mantra, I release. My friends, take advantage of today's mantra. Honoring the power of word, the power of thought, super powerful. So we take a moment here, fully relaxed, flat on the back, feeling supported, to connect to our breath and connect to the mantra. Again, I release. And I would like to invite you to just take a moment here before we start moving through our asana and moving and grooving, to just think about the things that you are ready to release. Just go ahead and ID them now so that we can let it go. And then just notice if you kind of went into toxic thought world or you got a little angry, a little frustrated. That's normal, that's human. Acknowledge it. So I love yoga because we're not actually zenning out or checking out. It's actually quite the opposite. We're going in, diving in, checking in. And then take a nice, refreshing inhale in through the nose. And then let your exhale release out through the mouth. Inhale, fresh breath in. Say to yourself, I release, as you exhale out through the mouth. Again, just like that, inhale, fresh breath in. And say to yourself, I release, as you exhale, let it go out through the mouth. One more time on your own, practice the mantra. Nice. So nice and easy, we'll hug the knees up in towards the heart. Take the mantra with you. So today's practice is about releasing the things that do not serve you. Give yourself a big hug, wiggle back and forth, left to right. Maybe front to back with the knees, maybe circles. Just give the sacroiliac joint a little love there, a little lower back love as well. Relax the shoulders, wake up through the feet, the ankles. Ooh. And then interlace the fingertips and bring them behind the head, opening up through the chest here. This might be your first heart opener of the day, so snuggle the shoulder blades underneath the chest, press into your elbows, and then send the legs up high. It doesn't matter if you straighten the legs here. In fact, they can be bent quite generously. And then hang with me, guys. Just roll with me today, right? I promise it'll be worth it. Spread your toes and see if you can look in between your toes and just notice if you have toxic thoughts about your feet. We'll begin to shift that, I think, a little bit. I know I have. There's a lot of practice that goes on for me, you know, putting myself on camera. I try to take what I learned from that and share it with you. So if you're like, oh, I hate my feet, or oh, you know, I'm fat, remember the whole thing about yoga camp is connecting the mind and the body, understanding the power of conditioning the mind, the thoughts, and also the body. So we're letting the blood flow in the opposite direction here. And then here's the part where I need you to hang with me. We're gonna spread the toes and just look in between the toes and just look at your feet and see if you can see the feet that you had when you were a kid, whatever that means to you. Right now we're opening through the chest still, elbows left to right. You can extend the thumbs, even give yourself that little neck massage. Bonus! And see if you can see, yeah, your feet as a kid, little innocence there. See if you can see between all your toes. You're spreading your toes super wide. We call this yogi toes, but really it's just awareness. And in time, we really awaken the muscles of the feet and they begin to change. My feet have totally changed in the last 10 years, really 5 years though, major way. All right. Then with the knees straight or bent, we're going to keep those yogi toes or those childlike toes and scoop the tailbone up so you're really engaging. We're just going to pulse, gentle pulses here. Lifting, lifting, lifting. So if the toes are reaching back because you're wanting to get a good ab workout, you're not alone. See if you can just reach tailbone up. So we're actually getting into those deeper core muscles. Oh yeah. If the fingertips are starting to get numb and fall asleep or whatever, you can come to cactus arms here. And we keep it going. So we're going to do some releasing today. So lots of twists. So take a second to just kind of light that fire in the belly here. 5 more seconds, you got it. Lifting up with the tail. It's a small movement, so you almost don't see anything. Whew, but I can feel it. I don't know if you can. And then we'll gently release. Sweet, release the arms. Give yourself a big hug. Laugh it off. Cool. Then slide the hands to the backs of the thighs. Give your hamstrings a little love. I'm going to release some tightness in the hamstrings today. And when you're ready, begin to rock and roll all the way up to seated. Here we go. Rock once, rock twice, 3 times. I don't know how many times I've done that joke. If you've been rocking and rolling with me for a while, you might begin to have a little more fun here. Kind of coming into a cobbler's pose as you rock up. Maybe even a plow as you rock back. And if you're new to the practice, then maybe you save that for a rainy day. Eventually we'll come up to a nice comfortable seat. Excuse me. And we'll bring the palms to the tops of the thighs. Press down with the palms, lift up through the heart. Big breath in. Lion's breath, tongue out. Inhale, fresh breath in. Exhale, let go of that which is not serving you. And one more, inhale. Press down with the palms. Good, awesome. Take a second to reach the arms all the way up and overhead and just do a couple side body stretches, just stretching out through those muscles, long and lean. And then when you're feeling fine there, we'll bring the fingertips down at your sides, just nothing fancy here, just gently at your sides. And then taking those neck circles that you know I love. One way and then the other. So this is a great way to release tension in the neck, the shoulders, and then but all the way through the back body, right? I can't tell you how many times I'm in line at the grocery store, I'm in my car, and I must just be like on my own. And it feels really good. And if I don't do these neck circles for, like consecutive days, and then I do them, I'm like, wow, it's like a fireworks, I can hear it. So enjoy your next circles. And then we'll bring the head back to center stillness and take the arms out wide. Inhale in, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extend out wide, palms face down. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extend. And exhale, hands to heart. Now we're going to throw out some energy. Ready? Inhale, extend, throw it out. Sorry, that was an inhale. And then exhale, hands to heart. Just got excited. Inhale, throw it out. And exhale. And just a little flick of the wrist here. And getting the Kundalini vibes going today. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Bow your head to your heart. Repeat to yourself, I release. I release that which is no longer serving me. Say that to yourself. I release that which is no longer serving me. Maybe you have something else here. You take a second. I release attachment to such and such. I release my grip on life. Or just keep simple. I release stress and tension in my body. Ready to rock and roll? When you have your mantra, we'll begin to send the fingertips all the way up. And exhale, release. Coming forward onto all fours. Just a couple of moments here in cat-cow to wake up the spine as you inhale, belly drops. As you exhale, chin to chest, navel draws up. By now we know to find our alignment quickly. We understand that it helps to pay attention to the details, to stay curious. Not because we want to do our yoga right, but as a way of loving our body and enjoying our practice, staying curious. So as the yoga camp goes on, we start to peel away at the layers. So today's practice is going to be great to kind of release some excess, stagnant energy. And then when you're ready, curl the toes under and send it up to downward dog. Pedal it out. Keep breathing deep. Waking up through the backs of the legs, the feet. Take one more breath here. And then slowly lower back to all fours. Great, we're going to take the two big toes together, knees as wide as the mat. So go ahead and stay up on your palms here, so don't sink all the way back into child's pose. Stay up on your haunches, and we're going to inhale, bring the left palm to the center, reach the right fingertips forward. Find length in the right side body, reach, 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 and keep the tops of the feet pressing down as you bring the right fingertips in and underneath the bridge of the left arm. Then you can readjust your left palm to where it's either pressing into the earth, elbow up, or palm reaching all the way forward, sometimes nice as well. Now see if you can press into both knees evenly. So sometimes the hip tends to come over to the left. Pull the right hip back and breathe. Nice, beautiful opening in the upper back body. So there's lots of options here with the left arm. You can even bind it here or send it high up towards the sky. Now, what does it mean when someone says, send breath to your hips or send breath to your upper back body? Well, really, it's just about sending your energy there, right? You can't really send your breath there. Or can you? If you're a scientist, can you write me and tell me? But just send a little awareness, a little energy as you breathe in to the upper back body. And breathe out. And then to the belly, can you send some breath there, some energy, some awareness? Just direct your energy there as you breathe. Awesome. Then press into your foundation, unravel that sucker and take it to the other side. Here we go. Right palm comes down. Left fingertips reach forward. I like doing this first because it really, instead of just crumpling into my twist and trying to like muscle my way there, I'm finding the space that I want and crave and need, and then I find the twist. Coming to rest now on the left ear this time. Left palm to the earth. You can use that elbow up to the sky to find what feels good. Maybe all the way forward. Maybe you take the bind. And finding your breath. Inhale in. Life's simple pleasures, becoming present. I just noticed how pretty that is with the blue sky in the background from my POV. So nice. Inhale in, use your exhale to come back. And then we'll walk the palms out. Walk the knees in and send it to downward facing dog. So nice cleansing breath here. Again, the mantra, I release. Now I want you to let go of identifying what exactly it is you need, want, crave, release, and just focus on what it feels like to release with the breath. Maybe lactic acid in the muscles. Just practice the mantra, I release, and let go of the rest, this kind of specificity, because sometimes we attach to too much there. So kind of free yourself from that now. And just work on finding places to let go, places to extend the exhale. Here we go. Dropping the left heel, lift the right leg up high. Big breath in. On an exhale, slowly bring the right knee in. Try to touch your nose to your knee. Connect to your inner strength. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step it up into your lunge. Lower the back knee down. And we find a nice low lunge here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Then we release onto the top of the back foot. Plant the left palm and inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. And then as if you were smearing a wall, we're on a wall or a window, we're gonna slowly reach towards the sky and then smear all the way back towards the back edge of your mat. Great, and then back up and then down. Great. Plant the palms, curl the toes under. You can step it back to plank here or bring the knees together for a little half plank, right? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, slowly lower down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Nice and easy. Exhale, release. Come back to all fours or up to that plank. And then send it to your down dog. Cleansing breath. Here we go. Inhale in. Exhale, release. If there's someone else in the building that you're in or the house in, they should hear from time and time again your exhale on this day. Drop the right heel, lift the left leg up high. Connect to your strength. We got this. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze. Nose to the knee. Inhale, lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it up into your lunge. Lower the right knee. Stretch it out here. Keep breathing. When you're ready, uncurl that back foot, plant the right palm, and So left knee's gonna wanna splay out here. Hug it in. And we open up into our twist. So even if it's not as high, you can work on this mirroring effect, drawing a little rainbow. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, back up. And exhale, release it down. Here we go. You can plant the palms, curl the back toes under, come to plank, or do a little half plank ditty here. Either one. This time, belly to cobra, or shifting your weight forward, chaturanga to upward facing dog. So everyone's working at different levels here. Play. And then we'll make our way back to down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Sweet, go for a nice slow walk all the way up towards the front edge of your mat. Take your time getting there. Maybe today you challenge yourself by bringing the feet together or hip width apart. Forward fold. Nice, long, smooth, deep breaths here. Just imagine a little trapdoor opening at the crown of the head, right there at the crown chakra. Let it open. Let any stress, any worry, tension, concern, insecurity, just let that shit, just let it fall out. The more kiddos that are watching yoga with Adriene, the more I'm trying to check myself, so sorry about that. Stupid. Just kidding. So just letting go here for a couple more breaths. We're going to stay here a little bit longer. Maybe you interlace the fingertips behind the legs. Maybe you grab the elbows. Make sure you're breathing deep, long, smooth, deep breaths. And then slowly release the arms wherever they are. Begin to straighten through the legs without locking the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bow. Inhale, reach for the sky. Press into your feet. And exhale, hands to heart. Lift your sternum up to your thumbs, open through the chest. Lengthen through the crown of the head, neck nice and long. Big breath in here. And exhale, release the arms. Go ahead and take a look down at your feet. So nice conscious footing here. Let's take the feet hip width apart. Maybe a little wider even. So nice conscious footing. We're taking a look down so that we can really spread the toes. Spread awareness. And then draw that energy up, up, up. So we're going to take the arms to the side here. And this is a little Kundalini move, really. I think it's called knocking on heaven's door. Keep on knocking on. So big breath in. Important though for you to have awareness through the feet, draw energy up through the center channel and keep the sternum lifted. So you're not just like, right? Like that person at the party, right? You don't want to be that. Just kidding. Some people were like, oh, just kidding. Lift, lift, lift. And then here we go. Soft knees here, super important. I'm just going to begin to swing the arms left to right. Now, rather than telling you when to breathe, I want you to find a rhythm with your breath. Then remember that foot to earth connection. Keep soft bend in the knees. Remember that lift in the sternum. And eventually you find your groove. And just let the arms go. Release. So they become like kind of like noodle arms. You might feel a little silly. Or you might feel like, oh, I used to do this as a kid, right? This is a great thing to do in the morning, guys. You just want to get a little pep in your step. Also a great thing to do when you're pissed off and you need to let go of some steam. So we'll keep it going for 10 more seconds. I kind of feel like a Spice Girl. Gently release. And without moving your feet, don't shift your feet, don't fidget. Just release everything through the arms. Keep that lift up through the sternum. Close your eyes and notice how you feel. Maybe even let the jaw part a little bit here. Soften the lips. And say the mantra to yourself. I release. Finish the sentence if you like, or keep it simple. I release, just in order to create space for something new. And slowly draw your hands to the waistline. Superhero or super woman or man. Merman. Draw the elbows back, shoulder blades together. See if you can lift your heart even more here. I love this shape. If you've ever seen that TED Talk, that Amy Cuddy, I think is her last name, TED Talk. She's having a brain fart. It's so good. It's about power posing. Take one more breath here. What are you waiting for? Notice if you're trying to get to the next thing. Can you just be present here in this moment? And find a soft bend in the knees. Go ahead and look down. Inhale in. Exhale. Hop the feet together. Sweet. Then inhale. Reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale. Down you go. Way to stick with it, guys. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Bow. Bring the feet together. Bend the knees. Plant the palms. Step or hop it back to plank. Maybe you hop it back today. Releasing some build up energy, some stagnant energy. Hiya! Plank. Then slowly lower to your belly, belly to cobra, or shift your weight forward, chaturanga, to upward facing dog. Inhale, everyone, open your heart wherever you are, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Here we go. Drop the left heel, lift the right leg up high as you breathe in. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. You got this. Only doing 3 of these. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, release. Navel to spine as you cross right knee over to left elbow. Twist. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. And exhale, nose to knee. Squeeze. Step it up into your lunge. Beautiful. Hands come to the waistline. Superhero in a lunge. So find your footing. If you want to lower the back knee, so say you're brand new to the practice and you're jumping into yoga camp, then lower the back knee here. Power pose. Otherwise, we're lifted. Fingertips extend out. Find that lift in the heart, and then palms come together. Big twist here. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, over to the outer edge of your right thigh. So if you're on your knee here, this is what it looks like. And if you're lifted, stay strong through that back heel. So really spike your left heel towards the back edge of your mat. Palms pressed together here. Try to bring your sternum to your thumbs. Breathe deep here. Let it go. Let go of that which is not serving you. Connect to your inner strength. Lengthen through the crown of the head. One more breath here. And exhale, release back to your lunge. Awesome work. Plant the palms, move through your flow, or take a rest. Child's pose. So you're moving through your own vinyasa here. And then maybe you take a beat in child's pose, or maybe it's straight to downward facing dog for you. Take a nice cleanser here wherever you are. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Eventually make your way to down dog if you are not there already. And then we'll drop the right heel, lift the left leg high. Here we go. Ready? You got this. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Let it kiss, gaze forward. Inhale, anchor through the right heel, lift the left leg up high. Cross it over, twist. Left knee to right elbow, gaze forward. Inhale, reach it up, three-legged dog. Last one, you got it. Squeeze, nose to knee. And step it up into your lunge. Here we go, looping the shoulders, hands come to the waistline. We press into the legs strong. You can always lower on the back knee here. Sometimes it's nice to come down just to gather your bearings and then pick it back up. And then we'll send the fingertips out. Find that lift, I mean like no other in the sternum here. Lift, lift, lift. And the palms come together and we think up and over as we take it to the left. Peel the left hip crease back. Find your twist here. Meet your edge. Extend through the crown. Keep growing in the posture, you got it. And then use an exhale to release with control. Plant the palms, move through your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So it could just be here, nice and gentle. Last thing before we flip our burgers, send your hips up high. Press into both palms evenly. Great, walk the toes out a little bit wider. Then press into your left palm firmly. Nice and slow, hug the lower ribs in, connect to your core as you reach the right fingertips over towards the bottom left corner of your mat. You might grab the leg here or the ankle, coming into a deep twist here, and you might turn your gaze over to your left. Breathe deep here. Then press into your left palm. Release, going right on into the other side. You got this, you can do it. Find that connect to the midline first. Connect to your center, right? Find support and then take it over. This is very challenging. Maybe you don't get to this today. You just observe and go, okay, another day. Big breaths. Release the attachment to master the poses. Stay present in the process. And nice and slow, we release back. And then everyone coming onto the knees. Yay. And sending it back. Child's pose. Gently begin to rock the head a little side to side here, massaging the forehead. Perhaps stimulating that third eye area. Why not? It feels good. And relaxing through the jaw here, maybe swallowing a couple times or moving the tongue around in the mouth. Hey-yo! And then whenever you're ready, we're going to reach the arms back up. Left foot stays where it is. Right knee is going to draw in and then come across, right? So we're coming into those cow legs. Shift your left foot over and slowly, with the help of your palms here, sink back. So here we are. Ooh, big release in the hips here. Bring the palms to the soles of the feet and sit up nice and tall. If this is too intense, you might sit up on a blanket or a block here. It's very helpful. And then just check in with your lower belly a little bit here. Just a slight awareness there as you draw it inward. And then breathe here. Lift from your sternum. Really, really, really lift in your heart. Long in the neck. So eventually we're trying to bring the knees together here. It took me many years. I wasn't always able to bring the knees even this close. So just be where you're at today. You might be here. And another good option is to kind of come to a fire log version, which is here. And then add a new layer of breath if you can here as we open up the hips. If you want more, you can take it forward. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and slowly melting forward. So work in a place that feels good for you today, finding release, sending breath energy to the hips, that right hip. Then if you're folded forward, slowly roll it up. Release the hands and super mindful of the knees here. So we're not just going to rock forward from here. We're actually going to unravel first and then come back to all fours. Great. Cat cow, just once here, dropping the belly. Inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. Press away from the earth. Now keep the right foot where it is. Maybe walk it into center, right leg. And we'll squeeze, squeeze, squeeze left knee up and in. And this is kind of a hard move. You gotta negotiate, maneuver. Crossing over. Swing the right foot around and we settle back into Gomukhasana legs. So notice what it feels like on this side. Oh, a little different. A little different, more like a lot different, but palms come to the feet and we explore here, giving ourselves a nice juicy breath to support the release in this posture. Can you close your eyes and align head over heart, heart over pelvis here? Can you allow the hips to grow heavier and heavier with each exhale? Can you allow the heart to lift with each inhalation? Again, if you feel any fussiness, particularly in the knees, then you can just get empowered here. Don't get discouraged. Find a variation or modification, a shape that works for you today. If you want to take it forward, please do. Notice the thoughts that come up. It's always Gomukhasana that just strikes like a memory or an emotion or something. Notice that. And then come to the mantra. I release. I release that which does not bring me peace. I release that which is no longer serving me. Maybe it's time to release a certain burden, more responsibility. It's not feeding you. Then ground down, tail to the earth. If you're folded forward, slowly rise up. And then nice and easy, everyone, take a deep breath in and exhale out through the mouth. Great, maybe shake the head a little yes, a little no. And then slowly, mindfully unravel. You can use your arms, your hands to help you unravel here. Before you come to lie flat on your back, just take a second to windshield wiper the legs slowly. One way and then the other. I like this because it slowly inches my booty down to where it needs to be. It's also a nice little massage. And then when you're satisfied, when you've had enough, slowly lower back to flat back. So we're not lying down just yet, so just hang on. We're gonna take one full body stretch just to even out. We're gonna end with some Russian twists, but first take a big breath in and a big breath out. Reach your arms up towards the sky. That's not true. Reach your arms up behind you if you haven't already. Big breath in, so we're just opening up through the hip creases here. And big breath out. Good, then just like we did at the beginning, bring your hands to the backs of the thighs and rock and roll all the way up. Again, you can rock once, twice, maybe you keep it going. And then I'm gonna rock all the way up to grab this block. But I would like you to have a little fun. And I'd like you to look around wherever you are and pick a prop. Don't pick something crazy heavy or silly or breakable. Or if you do, I'm not gonna be responsible for it. Just kidding, love you. Pick something now. Have fun. I'll wait. I'm looking around trying to think what I could pick up. I'll just use the block though. All right. And when you have your prop, maybe it brings a little sense of humor to your practice here, which is the point. And, you know, it also kind of takes away this whole, like, we need fancy props and everything to do yoga. Yeah, eventually maybe it'll be fun. And I do find the props quite helpful. But, you know, it's your home yoga practice. Have fun. So grab your prop. Hopefully it's not breathing. And we're going to inhale, loop the shoulders, lift the heart, lift the sternum like you've been doing. Super, super strong here. Lift the shins parallel to the ceiling. And here we go. Taking your prop, touching it to the left. Twist. Inhale, bring it up and over to the right. Up and over to the left. Knees are bent here, shins parallel to the ceiling. Lots of work here. Here you go. You can pick up the pace. Don't break your prop. Have fun with it. Keep your sternum lifted. Keep it going. If you want more, you can extend the opposite leg. Keep it going. Keep the chin lifted slightly. Keep the heart lifted. Shoulders drawing down. You got this. Let's do it for 10 more seconds. And even it out. And then take your prop. Thank you, prop. And release. Awesome. Let's come flat on our backs. Bring your hands to the belly this time. Awesome work, my friends. So if you want to share what you used in that moment in the comments, I think it would be fun to see what everyone used. So keeping it alive and fun. After you give your belly a little pet, go ahead and slowly hike the heels up for a little reclined cobbler. Last little release here in the hips. Soles of the feet come together. So hands can stay resting on the belly. If you want to take another shape with the arms, please do. Tuck the chin into the chest. Close your eyes. And allow your breath to return to just its natural rhythm, its natural ebb and flow here. So we can release the control of the breath and just let it do its thing. Close your eyes again, soften through the jaw. Notice if you're gripping anywhere. I just noticed that I was totally gripping right here. Notice how you feel. Then gently slide the right leg out long, followed by the left leg. Windshield wiper the toes back and forth, back and forth. And then bring the arms out gently at your sides. Slowly rock the head a little side to side, ear to ear, massaging the back of the head, the neck. And then bringing it back to center. Hopefully now you feel like you have created a little bit of space by releasing that which is no longer serving you, and ultimately just opening up, creating space for whatever's next, whatever's new, lightening the load and strengthening that which is serving you, or strengthening the muscles that support you. It's a lot. Hopefully you feel good. You did a wonderful job today. If you made it this far, right on. We'll bring the palms together. We bow to ourselves and one another. People all over the world. So amazing. Take good care. Namaste.